Hello everybody and welcome to the D-Pad. I'm Rick. This is Pokémon Insurgence, where we got our asses, wrong button. We got our asses against the wall here, man. So we got some more training to do. But before we do that, I think we're going to have a one-off episode doing something a little different, because we need to make sure that Freud evolves. So let's go here. I have been trying to make sure to keep any sort of peaking to an absolute minimum here. I went looking to double check if we had access to Sunny Day somewhere, and what I've discovered is that no, it does not look like Sunny Day is going to be available to us. So we are not going to be able to use Roserade to the fullest here. I'm going to step outside, and we're going to essentially start our egg timer. Oh, it's late as fuck, by the way. It's like midnight right now. Let's also hop on our bike. Here we go. So now, here we go. Oh, wait, actually, I might not be able to... Nope, hang on. We're going to hop off the bike, because I actually don't know if that affects our ability to gain friendship with Freud here. So this is going to be... We're setting our egg timer and having ourselves a little podcast episode, because the goal here is... there we go. The goal here is... I can always, I guess, find a spot where this dude's not going to be in my way. Let's... how about a spot that's a little longer? Here we go. This works. So a few things while we're doing this. One, we're doing this because if you didn't catch it in a previous episode, Snorlax, for assuming we got this correct, is going to evolve when it levels up with high enough friendship. And getting it to level 74, which is our kind of soft cap that we set for ourselves, because that was the highest level we got any Pokemon to. That's how we've been kind of rocking the Audino training during this run. So getting it to level 74 will be like just barely not enough friendship for it to evolve. It is so close, in fact, that I think Pete was the one who suggested it. It's like, why don't you just run with the egg, and when the egg hatches, you should be good on steps. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that. We're going to run while we have the egg, and when the egg hatches, we will stop running, and Freud should be high enough friendship from that before he reaches level 74, he should be ready to evolve. Apparently, we misunderstood how Last Resort works, which is a bummer, but also even just the 3 turns of setup does feel like maybe a tiny... I don't know, because, like, if we're going to use Freud as a wall, he is going to want to be as defended as possible beforehand, but... So the other thing, for right now anyway... there's 2 more things, actually, but the next thing I want to talk about is the egg. So the reason the egg is in the dead box is because I think, if I'm remembering correctly, the egg technically is an eligible, catch, an eligible, gift Pokemon, but I believe it was an egg that I did not pick up during my original 138 episode run before the decade-long hiatus. And I put it into the dead box. I'm like, I didn't get it legit. I didn't get it originally, so I shouldn't have it now. So what I'm going to wind up doing is, when this thing hatches, I'm going to go put it back in the dead box. But my understanding of how gift eggs in this game work is that each of the major towns has 1 gift egg in it. So what is going to happen is, if our G team goes down, and we're down to the 4 Pokemon that are currently in our box, the plan is already that I'm going to go and try to round out the team by any means necessary, which is going to include very painstakingly off camera making a list of all of the places that we are capable of getting to where we have not caught or failed to catch a Pokemon yet. And included in that is going to be me scouring every town for eggs. If that happens, then I'm going to consider the hatched Pokemon to be valid, assuming that it is a normal egg to acquire in the town, which, I mean, I will wind up looking up to double check that it is a valid, like it's an egg from one of the towns when that happens. I think it is. I just don't remember what town it is. So for right now, we're going to assume the egg to be invalid, whatever hatches from it. But if we do reach the H-team portion of this, we will, and we're scouring for other stuff, we will consider it valid. And the reason for that, even if it's a good Pokemon, I'm going to do that just because I wouldn't have known that if this was the same save file. You know what I mean? Like, if this was the same original save file from 2014, 2015, 2015, 2016? Yeah, 2015, 2016. I would have no way of knowing what was in it in the first place, so it doesn't make sense to allow it on the team yet. The third thing to talk about is I kind of already leaned into this a little bit, which is Roserade, or I guess Roselia right now. So I need to get a shiny stone. I was thinking of heading back to the Helios department store at some point to like double check on that. The big problem is buying stuff means less Audino training, so that is a tricky thing. Now, Roserade, I would say, is certainly worth spending the cash to evolve over like one round of Audino training, especially, since they have diminishing returns over time. So we're gonna see. I don't know how much a shiny stone would cost if I can even get it there. I figure either the Helios department store or the black market may have a shiny stone as well. But so the problem is that I don't think I can get my hands on Sunny Day. I don't know if Roserade or Roselia will learn Sunny Day naturally. And the only other weather move that I think I have or have had is New Moon, which apparently will also increase the power of Surf, which I don't know if Surf is normally affected by rain. I guess it would have to be, right? Because rain increases the power of all water type moves. It increases the accuracy of of Thunder and Hurricane. But so okay, Meryl. So not like a game breaking type thing here. Hello? Oh, okay. I don't know why the game hung that long. I kind of assumed that the game had just fully crashed there, but okay. Oh, yeah, I really should actually name this guy, huh? What? Oh, boy, this is kind of an odd one. A little watery mouse from an egg, and it's also one that I'm not supposed to know. Oh, I have an idea. Oh, Jesus, I'm trying to remember. Okay. I'm going to look up, let's see. I'm going to see if I can find anyone responsible for, ooh, okay, this is fun. I was looking up tardigrades, also known as water bears or moss piglets, just because both of those feel like valid nicknames for Meryl anyway. And for one, apparently these were discovered, or at the very least, they were first described in the 18th century, which is bonkers to me. I did not realize that we've known about tardigrades for over 250 years. But apparently they were originally called Kleiner Wasserbar, which is adorable, the little water bear. But the person who discovered it was Johann August Ephraim Goeze, I guess, Goeze. I'm assuming it's oh my god. Sorry, I went to go look up its pronunciation, and the pronunciation through the like phonetic alphabet looks like Goets, and then a schwa, which is a 180 rotated E. So my brain absolutely read that as goatsy, which is not how this is pronounced. This looks like it'd be gutcha. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, hurt. So gur. It's really a matter of how that S bit is in there. Gertza. I think that's how this works. Gertza. Something along the lines of Gertza. Anyway, yeah, we'll go with that. Why not? I don't think I've used that so far. If I have, then I'll find a renamer, I guess. And a different Pokeball. Sure, what do we got? I accidentally clicked away. That's fantastic. Really, really good. I'm glad that my mouse is in a spot where that can happen so easily. We'll do a dive ball. Sure, why not? Okay, so that was fewer steps than I thought. So I'm now less convinced that that we're good, but we will adhere to the rules we set down. We'll go and do this. But yeah, so the point that I was trying to make though about Roselia is, so I don't have access to Sunny Day, which sucks because that seemed like that was going to be maybe a pretty good maneuver since it immediately nullifies the rain dance or the rain weather condition, and it didn't at first at least seem like they had a quick way of resetting that, which is surprising to me, to be honest. But I don't even know why I'm doing this, but I'll do it. So, like, I'm annoyed because that seemed like that'd be a pretty easy thing to work in there. But in thinking through it a little bit more, my two concerns are the only two things I know about, which is Mega Politoed and Dragonite. Mega Politoed looked to be water and electric. I assume that it had water moves just generally and also probably thunder to take advantage of the rain weather condition. Grass types resist both water and electric, so that at least gives us something to work with. It's totally possible it has weird freaky shit like Earthquake, which would be a problem because of the poison type. It's possible that it has... I forget if Hurricane is flying type or dragon type. I think it's flying type. That would obviously be a problem too. Honestly, Thunder and Hurricane are a pretty rough combination just because flying and electric do cover a lot of ground. So, I don't know. The other thing, and actually, let's take a look in our bag right now because I do want to see what TMs I have. Because what I would love to have, and it doesn't look like I'm going to have it, is Toxic. Or any basic, low damaging, especially low to high damaging like Toxic, type stuff. Because, so for Dragonite, the strategy has to be... I have to do something to knock at least a little bit of health off of it. Even just a little bit. Hail is a weather type, so we do have this also. The problem here is that it will hurt my own Pokemon if they're not ice type. So if I just come in with it... So an ice type move would do 4 times damage, except if Dragonite hasn't taken damage yet, that's going to get cut in half to just be... I mean, it'll still be super effective, but if it's not enough to kill it outright, weakness policy means that it's going to gain boosted attack and special attack if it gets hit with a super effective move. So I cannot come in guns blazing, specifically if it's at full health. If he's at full health, that's a problem. And the other problem being Calreth has healing stuff, full restores, all that jazz. So, I have to be very careful how I actually manage this, because if we get that Dragonite low enough to feel safe trying a big kill move, and then Calreth heals it, the healing will happen first, then the attack, which will trigger multi-scale, and because it presumably won't kill, that'll trigger a weakness policy. So, like, it's kind of a pretty gnarly trap that Calreth has in store for us. Also not helping things is the fact that I don't know a goddamn thing about how this Mega Politoed fights. We were fortunate enough to have a Pokemon that resisted both water and electric and was able to just go in and smash it to pieces in one go. I don't think it literally even had a turn. We're not going to have that this time. We have no means of just knocking this dude out. I have no idea what its ability is going to wind up being. I don't recall whether it has... I forget the ability that creates rain automatically. I don't remember if it has that or if that's just a condition in the gym and it has a different ability that we don't know about. But that is going to impact things somewhat. Let's see if anybody here can learn Hail. This would be the dream, to be dead honest. Because Hail is going to fuck up some shit on their end. I don't think Hail helps for like thunder and things like that, but I can check that real quick. Just trying to see if there's a list on here. It doesn't actually look like there's a handy list. Let's see. So in Bulbapedia, they're saying weather condition lasts for 5 turns if created using blah 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 blah. It then doesn't actually. We've got descriptions, but what is the effect? Why would you do it like this? On the field, main series, okay. Mystery dungeon, okay. Effects, here we go. Anyone that's not ice and does not have one of these various abilities to protect against that will take 1/16 of max HP. We know this. Activates a handful of abilities. Forecast, Ice Body, Snow Cloak, Slush Rush, and Ice Face. Okay. I'm still kind of low-key betting that there's a Cast Form on there. Cast Form is not a very powerful Pokemon, but I guess he's not going to have a Mega Cast Form. He's got Mega Politoed, and he leads with it, which is so strange. But it's not impossible that there's a Cast Form ready to jump out somewhere. Weather Ball becomes an Ice-type move as well. Blizzard becomes an instant hit, which would be bad news for Roselia Roserade. Wouldn't make a huge difference for Freud. Especially, I don't know if he's got thick fat. I'll have to double check that in a second. But Blizzard just becomes full accuracy. Solar Beam and Solar Blade both drop to half. Moonlight Synthesis, Morning Sun recover a quarter of the user's HP. Aurora Veil can be used. I don't know much about that. Okay. We can work with this. Okay. Fuji does not have a very useful moveset right now. Fuji's also not very defensive, so this is asking a lot right now. Tries to cut out the target, steal and use the target's intended move with greater... What would this be useful for? Like, if the Dragonite tried to use Blizzard, that would be pretty badass right there, to just yoink it and throw it back. Thunder also. Is it likelier that a Dragonite would use Hurricane? I guess it would pick randomly between Hurricane and Thunder. Well, no, because Hurricane would have Stab. So it's probably going to use Hurricane, which means it's not going to do me a lot of good there. Barrier sharply raises defense. Sharply raises special defense. They're separate. Ancient Power is kind of... I think Me First might have to go. Yeah, I don't know. It just, like, so many types resist themselves. There's an argument for, like, if Mega Politoed is trying to use Thunder. But even then, we're really asking kind of a lot here. I need to get an actual Psychic move on this Mew, though. But let's start with this. Because it feels shitty, but I really got to get weather moves on this team. I'm super ultra fucked if I don't do that. I can use Thunder against them. Thunder, I can use Thunder against them if the rain is going. If not, then the accuracy is going to make this not very helpful. Roar could be interesting, but it might just... If I had spikes down, Roar would be fucking amazing, because I can just swap shit out like crazy. Granted, I'll still take hits, because Roar is reduced priority, if I recall correctly. Okay, we have Psychic. Do I have any other Psychic TMs? Let's just do this before I forget about it. Oh, and there's the New Moon, yeah. So we'll do that in a moment as well. There's some good stuff in here. It's not as good as I would like, but there's some, we got stuff we can work with. I keep forgetting that Mew can learn every TM, so like anything interesting. Anything we want to do, we can. I'm not going to put Psychic on Freud because Freud's already slightly overloaded with stuff. As nice as Ancient Power is, the odds of raising all stats, I think, is 10%, which is neat and all, but 60 special and hoping for a 10% proc versus 90 with stab to make it 135, like literally more than double, and may reduce the target special defense, which this would specifically continue to hammer onto. I think Ancient Power can go. Nice as it is to have in my pocket, I think this is the correct call here. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Do I have any other... Oh, let's also take a look at New Moon here. Does anybody else besides Fuji? Okay, no. There is an argument for... So, this is so tricky, because on the one hand, Hail, if I pull that out, will damage Calreth's Pokemon, which will include Dragonite, which means that multi-skill won't trigger, which means he won't take half damage off the first thing I throw at him. But I need to proc Hail, and then I need to use an Ice move, which is not looking good right now. I don't know if I have any Ice TMs. New Moon at least gets rid of the rain. I have no clue what Ghost and Dark stuff is in there. And granted, what is Dragonite normally weak to? It'd be weak to what? Fairy, Ice, Dragon, Rock? Is that it? That might be it. In which case, there's not even all that many things that... there's a lot of options for stuff that it's not weak to, which would mean it doesn't trigger weakness policy while we're trying to knock some stuff down. So, like, we have some stuff to work with. Ah, man, this might be a huge mistake, but... This might be a huge mistake, but I do think that this... It's really... Oh, man. Both of these will get rid of rain. Hail is going to damage my whole team. My whole team is going to take damage for that, which isn't great, but also, on the one hand, I don't think any of my team care about being at full health, but by the same token, the more health I have, the better. This is going to be kind of a knockdown, drag-out fight, I think. So let's go with Dark Moon instead of Hail. Okay. Shadow Claw, Venoshock, Wild Charge, Drain Pump, Substitute, Frost Breath. Always a critical hit, which is good because when that lands... So it's 90% accuracy, which is a little bit rough, but oh man. What are Mew's stats here? Let's take a look at that. Because having any ice move gives us a chance, but it can't be the only attack we have available at the moment. We need to have something else ready to go. Its special defense is slightly better. I mean, Thunder is very much a special move. I'm just going to check Hurricane real quick. Because I don't know. I would guess special, but I could see it being physical. It is special. Okay. So we're going to get rid of Barrier, I think. Yeah. I'm tempted to put... So, this is an insane move, but because of Synchronize... Let me just double check before I even say this idea. Okay, never mind. Synchronize can be activated by other Pokemon's abilities such as Static, but cannot be activated by the Toxic Orb or Flame Orb. Okay, that was the thing I was wondering. So I'm like, what if I just put a Flame Orb on Mew? Can I just wait until we have Dragonite ready and then send him out to burn Dragonite? But, yeah. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is so stressful. This is also a long episode, but we'll be cutting it off in a second here. I'm going to get rid of Barrier. It is the lesser defensive maneuver for Mew, but the stuff that I'm worried about is special. So we're gonna toss this for now. Because as much as I would like to strategize for what's left of the game, the only thing that matters is Calreth at this point. It's the only thing that matters. Man. I do like Wildfire, but if I don't know that I'm going... The only Pokemon I know are going to be Mega Politoed and Dragonite, so... God, there is a real, like, temptation to hit him with Flash and hope for the best. The problem is that Dragonite's going to be fast as fuck. So I may not be able to land that in the first place. Oh, man. This is so stressful. I don't think Hail... Does Hail power up ice moves? That's the other big thing here. Because what was it was Frost Breath, right? It does not look like Frost Breath is affected by Hail. So that doesn't actually do us any, like, serious good there. I think I would want to use Psychic once, because with Stab, that's going to do a decent amount of damage. It's going to do half as much because of the multi-scale, but it's not going to trigger Weakness Policy. And then after that, I can try Frost Breath. It's going to be a critical hit, which doesn't... I mean, it'll do more damage, but it's not going to, like, matter in the same way as, like, if it was beefing up its defense. But I am going to need a strategy for Mega Politoed also, and that is something I don't currently have. Probably Grass, like, but okay. So that... I'm going to save, because we've done not like a ton of stuff here, but we've done a little bit of stuff. When we come back next time, I'm going to... I think I'm going to do some more leveling. How much money do I have? Oh, I've actually got a decent amount of money. That's right. We're gonna try to level up our dudes to 74, and then we're gonna hit up the department store and maybe the black market, and then we're gonna have to, like, really figure our shit out for Calreth, because I don't feel great about our chances. I'll be real with you. So. But if we take our time and we actually think this through, we can get through it. We have gotten through some really insane situations already. So it is very possible to get through this with our G team. But we're going to have to, like, really knuckle down and get it done. So I will catch you guys next time. Thank you very much for hanging, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.